Homecoming weekend on a beautiful fall day at the sprawling UMass Amherst campus. While students, faculty, and their families celebrate this annual rite, inside the Jacobson Football Performance Center, artifacts that define the history of a bygone era have found a new permanent home.
It covers over 100 years of history, as we'll point out later today, going all the way back to Abraham Lincoln, and letters between my great-grandfather and Abraham Lincoln, which are in the collection now. Not the originals, but from the national history situation. So it is a long dream to take these things, these artifacts, and put them in a public university for everybody to see. And to me, this is probably one of, if not the biggest collection of this kind in the country and at a college.
This is just a small part of an extensive collection that has been donated to UMass Amherst by Upton Bell, former general manager of the Boston Patriots, personnel director of the Baltimore Colts, and former owner of the Charlotte Hornets of the World Football League.
The difficult thing was people came to me offering hundreds of thousands of dollars for some of these artifacts. This is no baloney.
Hey, what's the idea? Talking to a dummy, you dummy. The next thing you know, you'll be talking to yourself and walking into telegraph poles. You know that, don't you?
All right, get out of here, will you?
His mother, Frances, was a famous actress on Broadway and in Hollywood. His father, Bert Bell, was the former owner of the Philadelphia Eagles and Pittsburgh Steelers, and NFL commissioner from 1946 to 1959.
Every part of history is in this. George Herbert Walker Bush, Lyndon Johnson, Ted Kennedy, Harry Truman. So it's a bigger thing, as I was explaining to the head of the library, than any collection, and I'm not bragging, that you will see in America.
To have this in fruition and actually get this collection together, it's been a long time coming, and we're all excited to see it. Especially I go to school here, so I can see it every day I want to go to the library. I'm really happy. I'm proud to have him as a grandfather, of course, and it's really just a great legacy.
I mean, it's a great experience coming here, and we have all these wonderful memories attached to all these things, and I think my grandfather's name will thankfully live on for a very long time, which I'm very happy about.
It's great to be here today at UMass to celebrate the Upton Bell collection and to celebrate Upton himself and his whole fascinating life. Forrest Gump, or as I like to call him, Zelig. Remember there was a movie with Woody Allen where he popped up next to all these famous people. He once told me a story about sitting not next to, but between Joe DiMaggio and Marilyn Monroe at a football game. I'll let him finish that story for you. He used to go to the White House to deliver tickets from Baltimore to the Kennedy White House so that the Kennedys could go to the football games of the Baltimore Colts if they wanted to. So an enormous amount of experience and a fascinating life.
So now here is where Upton Bell's permanent collection sits, the University of Massachusetts Amherst. And this is just a small piece of Upton Bell's history. There are football helmets from the Baltimore Colts, trophies from the Colts, trophies from the Philadelphia Eagles, pictures signed with Upton Bell and former presidents. And oh yeah, part of the permanent collection? A little something from ACMi. 2 years ago, ACMi produced a 9-part series on Upton Bell's fascinating story. From the inception of the NFL, to the backlots of Hollywood, to the politics of the turbulent 60s, and to the horrors of the Jim Crow South, Bell's journey has been virtually unmatched, and now his life story is here for future generations.
ACMi came very, very close. Your interviews, those 8 things which are on the website. Netflix was interested in picking it up, among other places. So this is really something special, and I want to say to you and ACMi that this is where I started out, with you and ACMi. I love the place, and this is the happy ending.
51 years ago, Upton Bell, then the NFL's youngest general manager, brought the Patriots training camps here to the campus of UMass Amherst. Now, more than a half-century later, Upton Bell's life story has come full circle. A life story that has now found a permanent home. For ACMi News, I'm Jeff Barnd.